look back.
The magical 400 mark had been seriously challenged only a handful of times. Ted Williams batted .406 in 1941. 53 years later, Tony Gwynn came closer than anyone. It all came together as Tony batted .394 in 1994.
You know, we call it getting in the zone, getting locked in, whatever it was. I was locked in. I knew it. I was seeing the ball good. I was reacting good, and I was hitting the ball around the screw.
Gwynn hit .475 over the season's final month. But with the hits coming at a staggering pace and Tony's average rising on a daily basis, his quest to make baseball history was cut short as a player's strike ended the season mid-August. Unsure when or if play might resume, Gwynn stayed positive and he stayed focused.
And the whole time I thought, okay, we're going to go on strike, we're going to come back, and I'm going to get a chance to finish this. And, you know, every day hitting wiffle balls in my backyard thinking I'm going to get a chance to come back, and it never happened.
Remarkably, Gwynn has no regrets. Instead of pondering the maybes and what-ifs, he finds consolation in his conviction that he would indeed have made baseball history.
Oh, yeah, I was going to do it in '94. There's no question in my mind I was going to do it.
Hello everyone. This is a somber day for Major League Baseball. In my personal opinion, they have lost one of the most iconic figures that has ever played the game of baseball in modern times, at the least.
Pure as hitters.
Tony Gwynn passed away recently from his long-time battle with cancer. And Tony Gwynn has always been an advocate since he retired as far as talking about smokeless tobacco and the effects of it. He feels that that was one of his issues, you know, as far as bringing on the cancer. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Tony Gwynn, the man. One thing about him, I always noticed that he smiled. He was always happy. It was just seems like he never had a dull moment. And he spent 19 years in San Diego.
He enjoyed what he did.
And a lot of those years were not good years. But he still smiled every day. I've never seen anyone take to that craft the way he did, as far as watching videos, watching how he would hit, how certain counts. I mean, he was the ultimate chess player.
Yeah, that's what made him Tony Gwynn.
That's correct. I mean, he had a career batting average of .338. That's the highest batting average in modern baseball history.
The only one to come close to Ted Williams, 400. 1994.
He batted .370.
Missed it by 6 points.
No, did he?
6 points.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's still amazing. I mean, this guy, 15-time All-Star. And he was a big man, but before he, you know, started to obtain a lot of weight, as we all do as we get older, he stole 300 bases, over 300 bases, 8 batting titles, 7 Silver Slugger awards. He did it all.
And he only struck out 434 times in over 10,000 plate appearances.
Wow.
In over 20 seasons.
Wow. That's phenomenal. I do have a problem with Major League Baseball as far as it just seems so dull. I mean, for us to be involved in sports and to watch all the other mainstream media outlets, it has not had any attention the way you would think it would, you know. And I'm just baffled by that. You know, if something happened to Ken Griffey Jr. right now, I mean,
we'll hear about it for 2-3 weeks. So.
Correct. You know, and I just think it's unfair. Is it because he played in a small market? You know, I don't know. But nevertheless, I have 2 phenomenal memories of Tony Gwynn. The first one is when he got his 3,000 hit. It was against the Montreal Expos. I'll never forget it. It was a classic Tony Gwynn hit. It went between first and second. Went out into the outfield. It was just classic. Just what he always do. And my second memory of Tony Gwynn, I want to say it was the 1995 All-Star Game. Fred McGriff. We actually went into extra innings. This is before Bud Selig screwed up the All-Star Game and made it count. Fred McGriff was up the bat. Tony Gwynn was on second. Fred McGriff hit the ball to the outfield. I forgot who the outfielder was, but he threw the ball in. Tony Gwynn, that big body was rolling, boy. He was coming down that third base line, and he slid in, and the way he slid in, you just... As big as he was, the first thing I noticed was his arms go up and his smile. Like, I didn't see everything because he was a big dude, but it was just... And I was just going crazy. I actually burned my leg eating chicken pot pie that night. because I was so excited watching that play, and I didn't know my leg was on fire. But nevertheless, those are my memories of Tony Gwynn.
Yeah, I have quite a few myself. I actually had the luxury of watching Tony Gwynn play in Atlanta.
Oh, cool.
When they were still at Atlanta Fulton County Stadium, that's how long ago it was.
That means you're really old.
Oh, no, I'm not that old, buddy. But when he stepped up to the plate, they're like, oh, that's Tony Gwynn. Oh, here's a hit. He finna drive in 2-3 runs. I mean, that's just the impact he had when he stepped up to the plate. It was the 5-5 hole was his favorite. Everybody knew which way he was going to hit the ball, but that never stopped him from getting 3,000 hits.
Yeah, he's absolutely right. Gone but never forgotten, at least by me, because baseball is my favorite sport. I'm very passionate about it. Tony Gwynn, you will be missed. Tony Gwynn, dead at the age of 54.